Okay, Libra, week commencing 26th of July 2021. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool. And we've got out you, this doesn't work. We are a collective. Concentrate on the cards, there's no logic to it. Spirit see your life from start to finish. You know what you need to know. The song they've been giving me is Don't Look Back in Anger. And I know, well, because they're telling me and reminding me that it's not about, it doesn't necessarily about the song. It's to do with Manchester and the Manchester bombings. They're showing me the bumblebees and reminding me of Safi Rose, the young child that passed. I know it's not near the date, so I don't know why they're showing me that. I'm hoping it's not another crowd bombing thing, because we don't want any of that. But it's basically don't look back in anger. Whatever you do, just walk away. Don't try seeking revenge with anybody. It'll only harm you. Ariana Grande concert, wasn't it? No, I don't even know if that's the right way to say it, but maybe she has something to do with it. I don't know. But the song, I will put what I found out from it. Don't look back in anger. So, okay, this one. You was mentioned in Cancer's read, Libra. Okay, so we've missed you. I don't know we've missed you, but we have. I left you in the box. Oh no, you're there. So remember what I said to you the other day? 2.5 days from the 24th. So don't make any decisions till tonight. Lack of communication, bad news arriving, or somebody's blocked. Could be problems with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn child, or someone in uniform, younger energy. Could be a darker complexion. 10 years, somebody needs your blessing to leave the family unit. Or you need their blessing. Yeah, 10 years. Things are not what they seem. If it looks good, it isn't. If it looks bad, it isn't as bad as you think it is. So don't jump to conclusions and don't assume, if you aren't getting any communications, that somebody is being deliberately obtuse, because they're not. So it may seem like it, but it's not. They're unable to for some reason. There's a valid reason. Somebody feels isolated and alone, left out in the cold. But don't jump to conclusions. Doesn't feel like one of the pack anymore. Feels lonely in a room full of people. The nightmare is almost over, so don't jump to conclusions. You're not thinking clearly. So please don't assume anything. Somebody's staying in their safety zone, but it's not about you, I don't think. And if you jump to conclusions, you'll fail. It could be about the reproductive organs, shared resources, a Scorpio, those born on the 13th, living or past. It's the only major arcana in your read. Massively important in a negative way. So be very careful you don't jump to conclusions. Somebody is having to heal over something. So don't jump to conclusions. 5 years, 10 years is mentioned. Somebody losing half of what they earn. There may be no communication because there's a lot going on. Don't make matters worse by you going into war, because you will be defeated if you do. So if it's not your business, even if it's somebody that's close to you, keep your nose out because you won't be thanked for it. There's an injustice here. But 13 is negative. It's about money or reproductive organs. Looks like it's about money, this one. So, love yourself, not in an egotistical way, but give as much nurturing you need to yourself. Don't go looking for it elsewhere. Unconditional love, it could be a father figure or a partner, somebody who is very sure about the feelings, and unconditional love. Could be a part of you, the water sign cusper. Impatience, that's what I'm worried about. Don't lose your ship and jump to conclusions. Stay open to communications. Stay open to offers. Somebody has walked away 8 months and they're in a mental prison of their own making, but they're coming out of that and taking action. Somebody needs to take action. There are 2 men here, a water sign and a fire sign. So ladies, you may have to choose between 2. Man of action, man of love. Or it may be 2 parts of the same man. Because this one's funny and faithful and that one's unconditionally loving. The enemy here may be yourself, especially if you're a Scorpio or born on the 13th. But the enemy will be overcome. And there's a failure because somebody didn't take action. There's no passion in this situation. So that's the problem. The reproductive organs, there's no passion, and it's all about the finance, whatever this situation is. Someone is returning from the past, either fond memories of the past, children, childhood sweetheart, stuff like that, when it's up in the upright, the 6 cups. 6 months. Someone's choosing to go against the tide, not go with convention, whatever that means. Never been big on it myself. Tried it once, didn't like it. Yeah, something isn't over. If you think it is, you got another thing coming. A chapter needs to end, needs to be brought to a conclusion, an amicable conclusion. Spirit don't like any nastiness. Clean up your side of the street. There is delays in travel. Fixed signs are mentioned: Taurus, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo and Scorpio. Scorpio and Aries are mentioned there, Scorpio is mentioned there. Those born on the 21st, living or past, state for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Something is not over. There is conflict and competition. 3 people born 1988 plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved. This gentleman is back, but it could be a separate man. It's a fire sign energy, could be a cusper. He's unreliable, unfaithful, a liar. Problems within the home and family life, yes. Maybe a house move, a loss of a home, evictions, stuff like that. No celebrations. You need equal reciprocity. You need to find someone who's your equal and is willing to give exactly what you give them. Or maybe that's what you're getting. If you're an arsehole half the day, they'll be arsehole half the day. It's the same as that. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Somebody makes a decision, no longer protecting themselves or others, no longer confused, no longer sticking their head in the sand and in denial. It's an unhealthy situation, whichever way you look at it. The 29th of this month or the 2nd of next month could be a negative day. Anybody born on those dates could have negative energy around them. It could be a really negative situation, health-wise, work-wise, romance-wise. Be very careful what you put in your mouth, as in diet, medication and drink, alcohol, drugs, whatever, and what comes out your mouth as in words written or spoken. No drunk texts must be sent. It's the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium. Secrets are being kept. Again, they're telling you, you need to take action. It's shit or bust time. It's either you will win or you will fail. You must take action. There's no putting it off any longer. But somebody's putting it off until tomorrow. Somebody's fearing something. The fear is holding them back. Those born on the 22nd, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Something's holding them back. Yeah, loss of a home probably is the fear. Or a house move. Hospitals, courthouses, a building that has a negative influence on this situation. Somebody's deeply depressed. Gossip. People talking at you, about you, behind your back, whatever. There is a gentleman that works within the home for people, joiner, plumber, electrician, whatever it is, or possibly a carer. It's a positive influence on this situation, or is entering your life, because someone is ill, or someone is feigning illness to keep someone trapped in a situation. There'll be no healing in this situation. There is a female that you hold in high standing. She is a positive energy in this situation and someone to look up to. You will be rewarded if you make the choice needed. Inheritance, perhaps. Because this is a smoking gun, it has to end. You need to take action to bring this chapter to a close. There will be the loss of a constant companion. Someone, they're just telling me, will be asked to turn off the life support. If that is you, know that they're already 90% in spirit and they give you their blessing, because somebody needs your blessing to leave the family unit. So that's for very few of you. There is no sense in delaying the inevitable, is what they're saying to me. They don't want to be in limbo. They want, if there's no chance on this side, then they need to be allowed to go. They want to go. So people who have to make that decision usually get survivor's guilt. They do not want you to feel guilty about that decision. It's a decision that somebody needs to make. it's going to happen regardless. So, and then you need to take some time out to heal, because there's been a lot of backbiting, there's been a lot of deceit and a lot of pain. But you will survive it, because there we have, I will survive this situation. The truth must be told, and then you will free yourself. Everything that exists started off as a thought. All you have to do is imagine what could happen, and it will happen. But your world is going to be rocked. Something will be razed to the ground so that you can begin again, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. A rebirth, a transformation. But it's not over yet. It's an unfinished symphony. Somebody's got to finish this, whatever it is. Be it a relationship, be it work, be it somebody's life. And then you can build a new future for yourself from the inheritance. But you have to go. I know you're on edge, very on edge, but you have to go to the edge and do this. There's no healing. Some of you are hoping that you can do something about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Somebody is insistent that they want to repair something, but it's not going to be easy. Unless it's with children. You can repair the damage with children. So, yeah, this is about the Emperor, Aries energy. It's about you using your force to defend. You don't go looking for trouble, but if somebody brings it to you, you finish it. So, the Emperor, it could be a father figure, it could be anybody born on the 4th or the 31st. It's an Aries usually, but it's about self-esteem. If you go to war, war's not going to determine who's right and who's wrong. The name Bert and Russell could be important. Something is here that you're going to have to fight for. March is important. Aries is important. The bright one. So maybe there was a favourite child and you weren't always treated the same. And you may suffer some backlash from that, I don't know. Somebody is a bully. This is about sexuality, aggression, lust, facing difficult challenges and following our passions, no matter what stands in the way. If we did not have Mars, we could not know how to fight and therefore survive. This card also means a pushback in terms of defence. When Mars is strong, so if any of you have got your dad in spirit, he is saying, stand up for yourself. He sees everything now, and there may have been a favourite child, maybe not necessarily of his, but of Mum's, I don't know. But he realises now, you don't have to still be playing second fiddle. You need to confront and defend yourself. There will be intense, possible, rousing and sexual encounters, which may or may not involve romance. But there will be an overwhelming attraction. You will not only feel forced but driven. It is a time to consider your goals and desires and don't allow them to fall in the shadows. Action is needed right now. It is not a good time to sit back and wait. When this card presents itself, you are being challenged to protect your interests or to move ahead quickly on something before someone else does. It's a type of passion and drive that is linked to the spirit and life force. In ancient British magic, this type of energy was the cunning fire. So as soon as it gets past lunchtime, you can make that decision. This is create and defend, build energy to seek and claim. So get yourself ready, build your energy, get yourself prepared to force and pursue, thus to change your fate. Turning up this card infers that a fire has been lit under your passion, and it's time to achieve what you want from life. You are being shown a clear path by spirit. It could be romantic or sexual in nature, or it could involve other types of relationship. But more importantly, goals that you should pursue at this current time as vigorously as possible. It can also indicate a formidable competitor has just arrived on the scene, so you're going to have competition. If you don't watch out, you're going to lose something. The law, the military, sports, games, challenges, all kinds. Becoming more physically and actively involved in a situation. There will be fiery tempers or actual fires. How to take action. How do you create momentum to achieve your goals and dreams? Have you been challenged to protect your own interests? Are you being pushed too hard by someone or something? How do you clear your path to get what you want? Are you willing to do battle? Has someone or a situation challenged you to a fight? Struggles, challenges, the colour red, fast cars, the military, sports events, law enforcement, being forthright, pushing ahead, ambition, being number one, enthusiasm, events that roar towards you, taking you unaware, excitement, noises, others having battles, other people baiting you, being bullied, confronting bullies in the family, avoid being the bully, and on the job, defending the position you have earned, losing your head, accidents or other problems due to being in a rush, overheating, skin rashes, don't drive while you're mad, high blood pressure, hemoglobin of the blood, iron, the phallus, drive, animal desires, being ardent, passionate or lustful, sheer energy, strength, impulsiveness, battles, adversaries, competition, sports events, rushing to someone's defence. But what did I say? Don't go looking for trouble. Somebody has some unfinished business. If it's not yours, don't stick your nose in. Could make matters worse. Thanks for listening.